Dispatch.
Hey, it's Austin with Express. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, I was looking at your Grand Rapids truck you guys have for today.
For today, let me see. No, that's actually for tomorrow.
I'm sorry, you're right. It's for tomorrow. My fault. The
Mm,
18th. I'm off on my days. Yes. My load can go Thursday or Friday. It's Greenville, Michigan to Oakdale, Pennsylvania. Sorry.
You said Oakdale, Pennsylvania?
Yep.
Okay, let me just check it out, because this guy is very specific. Oakdale,
It's right by Pittsburgh.
Pennsylvania. Okay, okay, I can ask him if he can go over there. What do you have?
Yep. It's gonna be. It's only 7,000 pounds. They're foam coolers on pallets for 53-foot dry van. Let's see here. And on that one, they are paying. They've got 1,500.
15. Do you mind if I ask my driver? Can you hold?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on.
Al,
Šta ima?
ma ništa, sam kontakt, ništa me kontakt.
So this guy, he's delivering in Rochester, New York. Picked up yesterday. I think I made a video when I was when I booked that load. I booked it on that board, and at the pickup they first said he was not on schedule and it was supposed to go like next week, but then they decided, since they had the load ready, they decided to ship it anyway. But now he's at delivery in Rochester and they're saying, well, he's not on schedule. It's some kind of a small company, but still they don't have any trucks there right now, but they're, oh, well, let's wait for our boss, we don't know what to do with you. Well, unload the truck, it's 12 pallets, that's what you can do. But I'll try to call the broker. He's in Texas, so I don't know if he started working yet, because it's 8:20 here and it's probably and it's 7:20 down there. So let's see if he answers.
Thank you for
To
calling
see if he
Trinity
can help me.
Logistics, a Burris Logistics company. Please note that all logistics specialists are currently busy.
So since they're not answering, I'll just write him an email. Hi, the driver is at delivery in Rochester and they're saying he's not on schedule to deliver today. Please advise. Okay, and then I posted him for the same guy for tomorrow out of Grand Rapids, and here is that load that they call me on, Greenville to Oakdale, and we have also we have different companies. This guy actually called me, so I don't see anything interesting for him for tomorrow, and then I have another guy tomorrow in Rochester as well, but he can go to Indiana or Michigan. This Gas City is popular these last days. Gas City is Dollar General, and sometimes so this is not Buffalo, it's actually Dunkirk. So sometimes they pick up late, deliver late. They have different kind of appointments, but I'm gonna repost him out of Buffalo because it's on the way. And we talked about that. If someone is trying to come back towards Midwest out of East, you post him like 100 miles on the way from their delivery location towards the Midwest. So it includes loads that are closer to Midwest, and it doesn't include the loads that are on the other side. Like if he was to head to the other side, it would make sense. Let me see. Okay, so driver just texted me that they will take him in Rochester. That's good. And then let me see what we have for that guy for tomorrow. Okay, now since I don't see anything here, and I only have these two trucks to cover, I'm gonna go to a few brokers load boards. So this is C.H. Robinson, and I'm gonna see like Grand Rapids. Let me see, probably do Erie, Pennsylvania, and then do a radius of 200 miles, and that's for tomorrow. No, this is tomorrow. And then here on C.H. Robinson, you don't have to do the length, the load distance, all that. It automatically comes to that. So if this is a van, then you do this. Nothing for him. Let's check out the guy that's tomorrow in Rochester. Post him out of Buffalo, and then we can post him to something between Ohio and something between Indiana and Michigan that will cover the whole area. So I could do Toledo, or I could do Fort Wayne, South Bend maybe, or Coldwater. Let's do Coldwater, Michigan, because that's right there on the border. Okay. So we have Holland, Ferndale, Clyde, Joliet. This is the only thing that I see. And where is Ferndale, Michigan? Sounds familiar. That's Detroit area, huh? Nah, I don't want to go to Detroit. Especially here in this area. Especially with this guy. I could, if this was someone else, I could probably send him. So I'm gonna see if there's anything new. Maybe call one of these guys and see. Because they have more loads, and then maybe we could pick up an appointment that works for him. He needs something to pick up around noon and deliver the next day. So let's try. And I already booked, I think, couple of loads with these loads with these guys. Good morning. Calling you about your Buffalo, New York tomorrow to Gas City, Indiana.
Yep, that is still available. That is going to be a pickup at 8 p.m. Delivery is going to be at 6:15 p.m. following day.
Do you have anything that picks up earlier?
Let me look. I think I have for tomorrow. I have two available in Dunkirk for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is like 40 miles from West Seneca, Buffalo.
Yeah. We have done a couple of these loads for you guys. So.
Yeah. One's pickup at 5, one's pickup at 6. But that's as early as I got going anywhere from New York tomorrow. I have one on the 19th being picked up at 2 o'clock. I got one today being picked up at 11 a.m. For Dunkirk. But as far as West Seneca goes, the earliest I got is 20.
Okay, well, I'll see if that works. If it does, I'll let you know.
Yeah, just give me a call back, man, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye. Okay, that will not work. Too late. No, that's okay. Let's go to, what else do we have? Let's try TQL. Let's see what TQL has. Yeah, sometimes they do this to me. So we're gonna do the Grand Rapids guy first for tomorrow. Grand Rapids, Michigan, to Erie, Pennsylvania, 200-mile radius. Tomorrow, van, 53. Yeah, it's stupid how they let me lower the radius like 200 because this includes Chicago. Ithaca, yeah. Oh, this is for 22nd. Okay, nothing for tomorrow. Let me try Buffalo, New York tomorrow to Coldwater, Michigan. 150. 150 is enough. No, nothing. Okay. Let me see. Next one, Load Smart. Sometimes these guys have loads and you can book them right here. So we're gonna do Grand Rapids first. Delivery. Just gonna leave this open because they don't have that many loads anyway. And then you have to do 18th, do it twice, 18th to 18th. And drive in. So they have few loads from Grand Rapids, but they go all over the country. See, like this here, I have those loads with multiple stops out of Greenfield, Indiana. So if he does this, and it's not paying bad, it's $1,000 and $1,052. But I don't know if my driver will do that. He wants to go to East, but this is not bad. I'm just gonna give them an offer, see what they say for 15. Okay. Now let's go back. So they have nothing else here. For him, let me try Buffalo, New York for tomorrow, and then we'll do Coldwater again. There is only this load. This is Coke. Howard, PA. When you see that, sometimes they post it out of Milesburg, Pennsylvania, but it is a Coke plant. I have been there a few times myself. They load, they're okay, but they're heavy. These loads are heavy, and Pennsylvania has hills. Okay, Transfix. Transfix has loads too, and then we can go to book loads. See, like this here, they don't have any loads, but I'm gonna do a bigger radius. Sturgis too high. Nope. And we can try the guy in Buffalo to Coldwater. With Seneca to Weberville, 3 p.m. Yeah, that's too late. He's gonna be delivered at 6 a.m. in Rochester. Yeah, that will not work. In the meantime, we can check out the DAT board, see if something came up. Rochester to Flint, dock hours, pickup hours, 1 p.m. No, he's delivering early. Okay, let's check more broker. Okay, burners. Nope. Fifth wheel. Sometimes we do these loads out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Ajde vam, Dženo! Dženo! Šuti, snimam, Dženo. Vidi kamera da snima. Šuti. Origin, Grand Rapids. Yeah, we have this load that we sometimes do out of Kalamazoo, Michigan for tomorrow. And I can call the driver and ask him, because he has done this load numerous of times. I don't know if I can even book it here. I already signed in. Book now, yeah. Yeah, but this is, oh yeah, there was Friday. Let me call the driver and ask him if he wants to do that.
Your call has been forwarded to an
It's
automated
probably unloading. I'm gonna text him. Let's see if he wants that load. I don't know if I should place a counter quote or if I should book it. I know they don't want to, do more money, but I feel like they should give us more money. But driver knows this load and he likes it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and book it. I have a cell phone number for this broker, so I'm just gonna text him and ask to get a delivery tomorrow night, because that's what driver wants. Morning, and then I'll take a picture of the load number and ask him to schedule it for tomorrow night. So let's see what he answers. So the broker is replying for the Rochester, but they already took him, so we're good. So they think my insurance expired, but it didn't because I changed it. around this time last year. So I'm just gonna send them my packet that includes my insurance. Okay, so they can schedule that load, Kalamazoo, Michigan to Dunkirk, Indiana, to deliver tomorrow night. He just texted me. Thank you. Okay, so he's finished, he's done, he has a load, cool. And yeah, you see, like, it wasn't posted here on the AT board, that load for tomorrow, but it was on their website. So that's, sometimes you can book loads like this, especially if it's low, if there's really nothing, you can book loads like that. But let me see if we have anything for the guy in Rochester. So desired delivery code. Okay, he's gonna send me a different rate confirmation for that load. Okay, good. And then while I'm here, I could answer some of the questions you guys had on YouTube. And as you can see, I have more load boards here, so maybe later we can just go through those as well. Let me see if we have anything for Buffalo, anything new. So I'm gonna go see what was the last. What would be best rate per mile for Reefer trailer? And then I did respond in that comment a little bit. It varies, of course, like anything else, but I always shoot for an average of about $4 per mile. So I had a guy that was usually picking up loads here in Grand Rapids area in West Michigan and going east, and then you can get a good money. You can get sometimes $5-6 per mile to get there. But then from there, it's really bad. Like if you go to Massachusetts or Connecticut, New Jersey, even Pennsylvania, New York, you can get good money. But from there, because he would always want to come back to Michigan and do another one. And from there, you could only get like $2, sometimes $3 per mile, but usually like $2 per mile. And then there is not a lot of reefer freight from there to Michigan. So we would just do a dry load to come back. Yeah, Rochester is already empty, so that's cool. So we would do a dry load to come back, and those dry loads were paying, maybe $2 a mile. But then at the end, when we do the average, it would be like $4 per mile for him. So you always try to, because sometimes when the season starts with produce, then you can get better money from like southern state like Florida or Georgia, and then some people will go to Texas, and then you have California and Washington State, Oregon. Those are popular for reefers as well. So with reefers, you can always ask for ridiculous rates. Don't settle for like market rates. If they need to cover the truck, especially for a reefer, they will pay up, and those loads pay good money. I don't know how much brokers make on those loads, but they always have a lot of money, a lot of extra money, even like $1,000 per load extra money, and maybe even more. So I learned that with this guy. He was an older guy, an owner operator, and then we would have a good rate for like let's say $3,000, and then he would just tell me, hey, ask for 5,000, and then in the beginning I would tell him, man, are you okay? I mean, I can't ask for 5. He's just gonna hang up on me. That's ridiculous. And he's like, no, just ask, listen to me, ask. And then at first I kind of, I didn't want to do that. I wasn't comfortable. But then I tried a few times, and these guys would just go with it. They'd be like, oh yeah, let me see. And then they would come back, oh yeah, I can do maybe 4,000. And then sometimes he would get even like those 5,000. He would get that, it depends, like if you're picking up on Friday afternoon or on a weekend, or if they need it bad, if they don't have any reefers, but ask for way more money than they're offering, unless the times are really bad and there are no loads, and then if they can cover those trucks easily, then that's different. But usually if you have a reefer, you can just ask. It doesn't hurt, and most of the times, don't worry, they're not going to hang up on you. Most of the times they will work with you, and you'd be surprised at the rates you can get with reefers. And then this guy is texting me for the Dunkirk load that we just booked for tomorrow. He has one for Friday straight through, but I don't have anyone. So I don't have anyone. Sorry. Okay, let me see if he sent it to me. So he sent me two. He said not to sign the first one. He told me sign the second one here. So we're gonna sign it. Always check the rate, Con. Always check, the rate, the pickup address, delivery dates, and then here in the fine print, like sometimes they can get away with that and tell you something that they didn't tell you when you were talking to them, and then they would be like, oh yeah, well it says in the rate, Con. So, but I know this load, we have done it, a lot of times, this load, so I'm just gonna sign it. And then they send you a rate confirmation, and I forward it to this driver, the whole thing, because he's an owner-operator. Leave this for his posting here for a while, not because I want a different load, but because I want to be able to switch between these two. Sometimes, if you only have one posting here in that board, it kind of gets stuck. It doesn't refresh by itself. So what you can do, you can leave the other one, but then someone might call you on this load and you don't have it, or you can post another version of this load, like post him out of Rochester, where he is tomorrow, to Indiana, Michigan, and maybe add Ohio. Maybe there will be something to Ohio, but I'll make a smaller radius, probably like 100 miles. And then and then we can sort them by origin here and see what we have close to him. So these loads sometimes are good, but then Fremont, Ohio is close to Fort Wayne. He wants to come back to Fort Wayne, and then that is too close. I don't think I can find another load from here to Fort Wayne that will make sense. Okay. Hinckley, that's Aldi in Hinckley, Ohio. Okay, so this is it. Toledo. Sometimes when you go to Toledo, then they have this, I think it's Walgreens, and you stay there for like 6 hours at delivery. So I always, if the load goes to Toledo, and if it's heavy, especially like that, then I will ask who the receiver is. But I'll delete this Grand Rapids now, and then let's go to our next question. The map here that I have in that one video, this video right here, I got it in Sam's Club, but I think they're out now, and it's cool. It comes with a world map, and there is another, like a blue set of USA map and world, so it's like 2 of each you get in this. So I gave one of them to my kids, and then I took one to the office. So check, but Sam's Club, they don't always stack the same things. They get few of them and then they sell them. And then people keep asking me about the monitor I have in my office. It's a really cool monitor, and I left a link here in this answer. Okay, so this is a longer question here. I love the channel, thank you, as I can relate to most of these problems / work conditions on a daily basis. I've been working as a dispatcher for a trucking company out in the Midwest for a little under 3 months now, but the work versus pay for what they expect us to do is good / bad in a sense. Yeah, I understand that. I can relate to that. how would you advise if someone like me with approximately 3 months of dispatch experience who is new to the truck industry as well should go about transitioning into an independent dispatcher? I like working from home and dispatching in general, but would like more time to work on it myself without needing to make someone else hire up dollars. My original plan was to try to work with the company I'm with approximately 1 year to gain some more experience, deal with different problems, but I'm slowly beginning to want to transition into starting my own dispatching service, work from home, have my own drivers, etc. Once again, I love the channel. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, your original plan was really good. Work for a year for them, and I've seen that before. I've seen some dispatchers actually, pick up some tricks and maybe pick some customers. And I'm not advising you to do that. I don't know if that's okay or not, but that's up to you. But I've seen some dispatchers do that, and then they had like one or two good customers, and they open up and they just explode, like they get very big. But that only happens once in a while. I think you probably need more than 3 months of experience to do it by yourself. I mean, if you're a quick learner, that's fine, and maybe you could probably do it, because I see here that you really want to do it, you want to learn, and you're probably gonna succeed, with your attitude. That's really cool. But I think you probably need a little bit more time to pick up a few things and then see, gain some experience and ask around. I would maybe try to ask some things, just do it discreetly about not just dispatching, because dispatching is not that hard. If you own your own business, there's a lot of more things to it than just dispatching, because now you're doing everything. You have to, there are expenses that you have to pay for, and if you get your own trucks, you have to pay for the trucks, pay drivers, bookkeeping, accounting, payroll, taxes, the subscriptions that you have, phone, internet, all that, safety. If you're probably gonna get your authority. It comes with a lot of responsibility and liability. So before you jump into all that, I would suggest you get maybe a little bit more experience, because with any other job, for example, photographers, they like to take pictures, and they work for someone else, but now they open up their own company, and now taking pictures is only like 20-30% of their time, because they enjoy that. But now they have the business side too, and they have to worry about getting customers, getting paid by customers, accounting, taxes, all that. Now have to worry, and then it kicks out the fun out of photography, because that's what they like. They like to do it, that. But now they have to worry about all those other things, and it's just a lot of headache. Now, so what I'm trying to tell you is, if you learn how to dispatch trucks, but that's only one small part of having your own business and being on your own. So I would suggest maybe pick up a few more tricks. But if you're fed up, and if you think you can do it, if you're comfortable, then why not try it slowly? Why not try to form a company? Because if you need authority, then it will be at least a month or two, once you apply for that. And then, within that time frame, until you're waiting for authority, then you can try to, learn more things, ask around the office, like I said, discreetly, about the business side, the factoring side, who you factor with, where do they maintain their trucks, how do they maintain the trucks, how often, fuel cards, all that. Just try to get some information, and don't leave on bad terms, leave them 2 weeks notice, because if the owner or the boss is really cool, then maybe like that's what's happened with me. I was driving for a company before I started this. I was actually a company driver for them at that time, and I started this company. But I left on good terms, and I even had them as my reference. And they told me that because you will need a reference, and they could be your reference, be a good employee, so you leave a good impression, and then you can use them as a reference, and maybe you can even work together in future. So yeah, that would be my answer to you. Let's see if we have new loads here. How do you keep up with the market prices for dry vans, or how do you know the rate that you should ask for from the broker? And by the way, I love your videos. Thank you. How do you keep up with market prices for dry vans? I see videos on YouTube about people like, before they look for a load, they look up the market rate, and let me answer this. So that's all good with checking your rates, but you can always go higher than those rates. And to me, I don't want anyone to tell me what rates I should run for, unless the markets and the conditions are really bad, like there are no loads, and that happens every once in a while, and then you have to go with whatever they have. But if it's somewhat normal times, or if we have really good times, like you can get good rates, don't settle for those rates. Those rates don't mean anything. If you have an average rate for like 2.35 from, let's say, Grand Rapids to Atlanta, Georgia, and that's like 800 miles. So if you have a load from Grand Rapids, let's say, to Atlanta, Georgia, which is about 800 miles, I think a little bit over 800 miles, and the average rate to there is $2, let's say $2.50. So that's $2,000 to Atlanta. Now, I know that from Atlanta, I'm not going to find a good load. No way, it's just going to be a decent load. And then if the times are bad, it's not going to be a good load at all. So before grabbing a load for $2,000 to Atlanta, then maybe you should check out, the loads from Atlanta. And then what I do, I don't check out the rates, the market rates. I actually go and make a posting for tomorrow, for next day, or maybe even for today, because that's the best way. Like if you're gonna have a truck in Atlanta in 5 days, then don't post that truck in Atlanta in 5 days, because most of the loads are not going to be posted yet for that day. Just to kind of get the feel of the conditions, post the truck for today or for tomorrow, and see what they have, see what kind of rates they are paying from Atlanta, Georgia, and then send the truck there. But don't settle for $2,000. Ask always for more. I know $2,000 is not a bad rate. $2.50 per mile is not bad, but ask for more, especially if you see that there is no freight from Atlanta. If you see that there is good freight from Atlanta, then it's up to you. You could probably grab a rate for $2.50 a mile. Alo? Jutro. Nema ništa, što ima kod tebe? And what I usually do when I want to determine the good rate is I would, like the beginning of the week, get some kind of a feel through the load boards, and maybe even post a couple of loads and see what they pay. You can always sort the loads, by the pay, and see what they're paying usually for those loads. And then you can call a few loads on Monday morning and don't book the first load. I mean, if it's a really good rate, then yeah, go ahead. But if you have a truck like in Atlanta on Monday, just post the truck and then start calling and see what they're giving to you. If everyone is giving you $2 per mile, then that's probably the rate. No matter what it says there on the dashboard, it can say $2.50, it can say $3, it can say $1. But if the 10 out of 15 brokers are giving you that rate, or 5 out of 8 brokers are giving you $2 per mile, then that's probably that rate. And then usually if it's a higher rate, then usually it picks up later or delivers later, or it's a heavy load, maybe it has multiple deliveries, and maybe that load is already gone. So the best way to get a feel of the rates is to call. That's how you can get that, and that's how I do it. I mean, maybe I am not right, but it has been working for me for all these years. This is it for now, and come back for more. I'll have probably more videos soon, and then I'll see you around.